Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's another day that the Lord has given unto us, and we should be thankful for the free gift of life that He has given unto us. So today I want us to discuss another condition, a new one. But before then, let me take this opportunity to appreciate those of you that have subscribed to my channel. I feel much appreciated. I'm really happy for you, and may God bless you so much. Those of you that have not yet subscribed or it's your first time to be in this channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment. So let us go straight to our today's topic, whereby we will be discussing about a condition known as peptic ulcer disease, or what we call in short PUD. So, peptic ulcer disease is a mucosal defect in the portion of the GIT exposed to acid and pepsin secretion. That's mostly the gastric and the duodenum. And when we talk of an ulcer can be defined as a break in the mucosal surface more than 5 millimeters in size and has a depth in the submucosa. So in short, we can say that peptic ulcer disease mostly affects the gastric, that's the stomach, and the duodenum. But also you should note that it can also affect the lower esophagus and the upper duodenum, but occasionally. So don't forget that those two areas can still be affected, but occasionally. Now I want us to look at some differences. So how will you tell, or how will you know that what you're having is gastric ulcers or is duodenum ulcers? These two have some differences, and that's what I want us to look at right now. So the first difference, you will find that in gastric ulcer, H. pylori accounts for 75%. But in duodenum ulcers, H. pylori accounts for 90%. So that's the first difference. Another difference is that gastric ulcer is common in blood group A, but duodenum ulcers are more common or are common in blood group O. That's the second difference. Another difference is that you'll find that gastric ulcers mostly affect female, but duodenum ulcers mostly affect male. That's in the ratio of 3:1. Another difference is that in gastric ulcer, you'll find that the epigastric pain occurs 1 hour or less following a meal, and it can be relieved by milk, food, vomiting, among others. But when you look at the gastric ulcers, you will find that it mostly occurs at night, 3 to 4 hours after a meal, and it awakes patient at night. That's around 3 to 4 a.m., but it can be relieved by food. So those are the differences, and I'm sure having known those differences, you are now able to tell what kind of ulcers you are having. Are they gastric or are they duodenum? From there, let us look at causes of peptic ulcer disease. So the most common cause of peptic ulcer disease is the H. pylori. Remember, we have seen that it accounts for 75% in the gastric ulcers and 90% in the duodenum ulcers. So the most common cause of PUD is the H. pylori. The second most common cause of PUD are the NSAIDs, or what we call non-steroidal and inflammatory drugs. Examples are brufen, diclofenac, aspirin, etc. So NSAIDs are the second most common cause of gastric ulcer or gastric ulcers. Another cause of gastric ulcers are psychological stress or severe psychological stress, which can be as a result of other medical conditions or even severe burns, among others. We also have another cause known as hypersecretory state. We also have other causes like alcohol, and I remember talking of alcohol when we were discussing on about hypertension. So those of you that take alcohol, I'm sure you can see how harmful it is to your health. So alcohol is another cause of POD. We also have other causes like diet. I know most of us like eating spicy diet. Today, get warned. Spicy diet can lead to peptic ulcer disease. So when you are preparing your meal, kindly consider that fact. Another cause is the systemic diseases like the renal failure, like the COPD. So those can also cause POD. And the last cause that we are going to look is what we call miscellaneous causes, whereby you can find that it can be due to radiation induced, it can be due to gastric outlet obstruction, chemotherapy induced, among others. So those are the causes of PUD that I wanted us to discuss today. So I'll end that section at that point, and in my next video we will be discussing on the pathophysiology of peptic ulcer disease, and also we'll talk about the clinical signs and symptoms of peptic ulcer diseases or peptic ulcer disease. So up to that point, it's my hope that you have learned something and it will be helpful to you in one way or the other. So kindly let us meet in the next video, whereby we'll be discussing on pathophysiology, as I've said, and clinical features or presentation of peptic ulcer disease. So have a blessed evening and may God bless you so much. Thank you for watching.